Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. We have scheduled this afternoon the opening of sealed bids for the upkeeping, cleanliness, maintenance of port facilities at the Port of Ozamiz for the period of 10 months. But before we proceed with the opening proper, we would like to request our Secretariat to please call the rolls and declare if the back is in quorum. Secretariat, please.
Good afternoon. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the following attendees for today's meeting. Our BAC Chairman, Engineer Maria Estela Sotera Carpio. Our Vice Chairman, Engineer Jason F. Basiliada. Our BAC Regular Member, Maria Yolanda C. Lim. Our BAC TWG Head, Mr. Clemencio S. Gabuli, our TWG members, Engineer Jessel Samporna and Ms. Juanita Titamparo. And our BAC Secretariat Head, in the person of Mr. Yusa Isbiao, and yours truly, member. And our COA Auditor, Ma'am Helda P. Moralion, Ma'am. Our representative from the Ozamiz Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Bernardo Gation, sir. And from the DBP Service Corporation, Mr. Bienvenido R. Mirano. So, out of 5 members of the BAC, 3 are present. So we will declare that this meeting is in quorum. Thank you.
Thank you, Mers. For the information of everyone, one of our BAC members is in Davao for an official travel. He's attending the SPMS training, and also Mr. Gerson Ascona is in Manila attending the UNCTAD. Ang mga regular members to sila. So for this afternoon's proceedings, we have invited, we have sent a letter of invitation to our 3 observers from the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers, to the Ozamiz City Chamber of Commerce, and our resident auditor. So for the examination of bids, we will use the non-discretionary pass-fail criteria to determine whether all required documents are present. Only bids that are determined to contain all the bid requirements of the technical component for the first envelope shall be considered for opening and evaluation of the financial component or the second envelope. In case of discrepancies between the original and photocopies of documents submitted, the original shall prevail. And in case of discrepancies between bid prices in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. For this particular project, we have 1 bidder. So, we will now proceed to the opening proper. We will be opening the bid of the contractors. So, they should submit 2 envelopes. So, I will give now the floor to the Secretariat for the opening proper.
We'll check first the labeling.
Tago ko, tumira.
So we have our marking and sealing.
Proceed with the operation.
Yes, please.
There are two sub-envelopes inside the line. Sub-envelope A and sub-envelope B. So we will open first.
Envelope A. That's the eligibility component.
We will open the one of one seal, or we'll just open.
We require them how many photocopies?
5, 6 kalam,
Including the original.
Okay, we will start from line.
Yes, we have the DPP Service Corporation.
The bidder is from DBP Service Corporation. Our checklist on the first page is legal documents. Number 1, certificate of PILJEPS registration. DBP Service Corporation submitted a platinum membership certificate of PILJEPS registration. The validity, the certificate is valid until 9 July 2019. 9 July 2019. Present check. Next on our checklist, our requirements, number 2 is business registration certificate from SEC or the Security and Exchange Commission. DTI, Department of Trade and Industry, for sole proprietorship, or CDA for cooperatives. The DBP submitted a Security and Exchange Commission certificate of registration. We have SEC, the number is SEC registration number 137560. 5600. 127565. 565. Present check. Next is the current mayor's permit issued by city or municipality. The document submitted is for the business permit from City of Makati. We will look for the validity is ang pahintulot na ito ay matatapos sa ika-31 of December 2019. Ika-31 31st. Present check. Number 4 on our checklist requirements is the tax clearance per EO 398 series of 2005. Executive Order 398. DBP submitted tax clearance certificate issued on 20 of March 2018. The validity is valid and effective from date of issue until March 20, 2019. March 20, karon 15 days na lang. But still valid, check. Number 5 is a valid joint venture agreement GB in case the joint venture is already in existence. And it is not applicable. One man's corporation. Okay. So far, the documents contained in the eligibility is complete, Madam Chairman. Another component of the first envelope, sub envelope B.
proceed to the checklist for the technical component.
The technical components, requirements of the back technical number 6, statement of prospective bidder or of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. The statement shall include all information required in the PBDs or the Philippine bidding documents prescribed by the GPPB Annex 6, Form Annex 6.
Mr. Secretariat, could we show to the body the checklist for the flash? Yung flash lang isa naman na tayo gamit ng checklist. Wala pa. Wala na akong makita ng
So, we will proceed,
Yes,
Madam Chair. Let's go start again. The number 6 is statement of prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts. We have Form Annex 6. Okay, we have 8 pages. Since it is present, we will check. Next on our checklist, requirement is statement of single largest contract relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Annex 7 on our form. May contract ako. Magandang kami. Present check. Next, number 8 on our requirements, the prospective bidders audited financial statements showing among others the prospective bidders total and current assets and liabilities. Stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should be earlier than 2 years from the date of the bid submission.
was received April 16.
DBT April 16 received by BIR. Kaya ang kuha ni is marag adjournment siguro. Present check. Number 9, the prospective bidder's computation of its net financial contracting capacity, or the NFCC, or the CLC. CLC, credit line certificate, which is our credit line certificate. The values of the bidder's current assets and liabilities shall be based on the data submitted to the BIR through its electronic filing in payment system, or the EFT, as annexed 10 in our form.
How much is it?
The NFCC of DBP Service Corporation from the form here is 2,406,195,878 and 37 centavos. NFCC requirements should be equal to the bid amount, ABC. So, this is like our ABC is nasa atong checklist 1,250,957 to present check. Also required under technical components is the bid securing declaration or any form of bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. They submitted a bid securing declaration, notarized last February 2018 by Attorney Virgilio Batalla. Present check. Next is the schedule of requirements, also attached section 6 form. Duration 10 months. Signed by Vice President Jerry Arellano. Present check. Another requirement is technical proposal to include the required documents specified in the terms of reference and delivery schedule. Terms of reference. Present check. G also under the technical omnibus sworn statement by the prospective bidder or its duly authorized representative in the form prescribed by the GPPB with attached duly notarized secretary's certificate issued by the corporation. Form Annex 5. Signed by Vice President Jerry Arellano, authorized on February 28, adjourned by Attorney Virgilio Batalla. Asan? Secretary's certificate. Third page. Present check. Next is list of key personnel and their individual biodata. Annex 8. list of personnel under individual violator, signed by Jerry H.C. Arellano, authorized signing on March 1st, 2020. Present check. Last on our list is the certificate of site inspection, Annex 9. This is our form, signed by the acting port manager. Okay, present check. The technical documents from NAI is found complete.
Okay, thank you, Yos. The technical proposal or envelope 1 of DDP Service Corporation satisfies the minimum technical requirements. Thus, we shall consider the opening of the financial proposal or envelope 2. Any motion for the opening of the second envelope? So it has been moved and seconded that the second envelope or the financial proposal of DBP Service Corporation be opened. So we will now proceed to the opening of the second envelope.
We will check first the
Marking and signing.
marking.
Proceed.
The financial component submitted by DBP Services Corporation. We will check against our checklist of requirements. Number 1 is the bid proposal, which is Annex 3 of our form. Present check. The other requirements under financial components is the detailed cost estimates, which is Annex 4 of our form. Then cost estimation. Present check.
Would you please read the bid proposal of GDP Service Corporation?
The bid proposal submitted by DBP Services Corporation, total amount of bid is 1,239,653 and 92 centavos. The bid of DBP is 1,239,653.92, which is lower than our ABC of 1,250,000.
The ABC is
1,250. Nadia sa akong checklist mo.
The bid of DBP is 1,239,653.92, which is 11,355 lower than the ABC.
So since we only have one bidder for this particular project, so we have the single calculated bid is that of DBP Service Corporation, but still subject to further evaluation and post-qualification. So in behalf of PPAPMO Misamis Occidental Bar Ozamiz, we would like to thank all of you, especially our invited observers, for coming to our proceedings. Any motion for the adjournment of this meeting? It has been moved and seconded that the meeting be adjourned, so meeting adjourned.
I think